Right, so now I've done the lining, put the lining in. So I've hand stitched the lining around the edges, what we call hand felling, around the edge. So this is the lining inside now, so looking pretty good. It's a very simple lining. I've pleated there, so sometimes even though I cut it on the bias, I still needed, that's what I'm saying, sometimes I needed the extra to go over the fabric. Even though I cut it from the original fabric, from the original pattern, I still needed a little extra, which is, you can never have a tight lining inside. So that's good. So that's good there. So that's the back there. And I put a little pleat on the front, which actually opened out there. So I needed extra there, which is good. Okay, so there we have that. So there's all been hand stitched in now. So here's the dress now. So it's nearly finished. I may, as I said before, I may either machine top stitch it or I may hand stitch it, top stitch it with the, so that will keep the lining inside, not coming through. So I may either hand stitch it, top stitch it, or machine. I'm not sure yet. We'll soon see. There's my little sleeve placket I cut on the bias. There's my little rouleau loops there. So I'm going to put some real funky little buttons there. One sleeve is being cut on the bias, so it goes diagonally. And then the other sleeve has been cut across. And I've got my little rouleau loop down there as well for a fastening. So there we have that. So it's looking pretty cool now. And there we have that. So I'm really pleased with this. Now in the back is looking a bit boring here. It's fine, but I like to improvise. You know, as I said before, it comes from my music days as a jazz drummer. I used to improvise a lot on my drums. So I like to improvise when I'm designing and making clothes. I see things and I'll start to improvise. So I'm going to improvise around here now. This is a bit boring, this back, so I'm going to cut into this and I'm going to put some of this contrasting fabric into it. I may create a circular, triangular little wedge, I'm not too sure, or put some curly whirly little lines and insert some contrasting fabric into that, and I may do that. So it's really good, and it's really good to look at geometry. So I may cut some zigzag lines and just to follow these lines, and then put a circle or triangle into it. And because of the contrasting shape of it, it'll pull it, distort it, go on the bias and things like that. So this is going to change a little bit because it's a bit boring. It's fine, but I'm going to add a little bit more of that contrasting fabric there. That's fine there. So it's looking quite dapper now. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll put some buttons on the ends, and then I'll look at the hem again, and I'll probably either roll stitch the hem or I may put some bias binding on it and turn it up. So nothing's set in stone, and that's why you should always be free flowing with things, everyone. So I'll see you very soon on my next little video, on my next little outing with this totally finished. Ciao for now.